Hello everyone, the Snowman here, and the 2019 Women's World Cup is officially over. The United States winning their fourth title in team history as they defeated the Netherlands 2-0 in the final. I think it was a great tournament. Today I just wanted to give my best 11 of the tournament and give my final thoughts about just a fantastic month of football in France. Alright, so here it is, basically my all-star team for the 2019 World Cup. And in terms of goalkeepers, there was a lot of good candidates. I thought Sydney Schneider from Jamaica was impressive. Alyssa Nair had her clutch moments, as did the Golden Glove winner, Sari van Veenendaal. But I decided to go with Christiane Endler of Chile, who in the 3-0 loss to the United States had 6 saves, including a couple of times denying Kristen Press on the doorstep. So athletic, her leadership was on full display. She's got that PSG European pedigree. She kind of just makes Chile more respected, and I picked her. You know, a lot of people had great things to say about her. USA coach Jill Ellis called Endler one of the best shot stoppers she's ever seen. Then for my defenders, I wanted to include players like Kelly O'Hara or Amel Majri, but they just missed out on the cut. I went with the silver ball winner Lucy Bronze as my right back. Does so many different things on the pitch. Bronze is so fit, runs up and down and joins the attack, takes on defenders, or the overlapping runs. For a defender, she may have the best shot in the world. World-class goal against Norway in the quarterfinals. It's just a combination of offense and defense that makes her such a classy fullback. The other fullback that I selected, the 20-year-old from Germany, Julia Gwynn, who was the FIFA Young Player of the Tournament. Certainly one of the breakout stars, like Bronze, so good in the attack. And she has the recovery speed to play so high up the pitch. The game-winning goal in their first game against China off of a corner kick. She's going to be a starter for Germany for a long time. And for my center backs, I had Wendy Renard, who had 4 goals in the tournament. Pretty insane for a center back, and at 6'2", we know how physically imposing and intimidating Renard is. Had a great set-piece goal versus the United States, and that's with, you've got great athletes like Lindsay Horan, Julie Ertz trying to mark her. They were near her, but they just didn't affect her at all. She can brush you aside, so good with her head. I thought she was the toast of France, leading the host nation. And then I also selected Abby Dahlkemper, who I'm starting to like more and more for the U.S., great defensive partnership with Becky Sauerbrunn. I think her defensive instincts are improving, and she had a vital 2v1 intervention against Spain in the round of 16. Then moving on to the midfield, I had to give the nod to Kosavari Aslani of Sweden, such a creative playmaker, and she's very similar playing style to Caroline Graham Hansen, who I also have on here, both players in the top 10 in terms of total shots. And for Aslani, for her to be stretchered off in the semifinals with that head injury, come back to score in the third place game and help Sweden get the bronze medal over England, major respect, big props to Aslani. And then I also chose Sharita Spitze, the Dutch midfielder. Could have gone with a couple other Dutch middies as well. Jackie Groenen and Daniela van de Donk both had exceptional tournaments as well. I went with Spitze, though, mainly because of her 4 assists, which led the tournament, and her biggest asset, her set-piece delivery in the 2-0 win over Italy. Both of those goals came off of her assisting teammates off of free kicks. Also great at supporting the center backs and making tackles. So Spitze has been fantastic. Then Rose Lavelle, who won the bronze ball for this tournament. What can you say about Lavelle, the former Wisconsin Badger? The main difference, I think, for this USA team from 2015 to 2019 was adding Rose Lavelle. She's so dynamic, such a creative presence in the middle of the pitch, and she's so fast. Such a great dribbler. Gives USA just more dimensions, and her goal against the Netherlands in the final was a moment to remember forever. I think Lavelle has cemented her spot now as a superstar in world football. All right, then the aforementioned Caroline Graham Hansen also became a star this tournament. I thought she became a household name in the round of 16 win over Australia when she had 11 shots that game, hit the crossbar late. That could have won it. Still made her penalty, though. And like Aslani, she pulls all the strings in the center of the pitch. So many chances created. One of the best dribblers I've ever seen, so props to the Norwegian. And then I've also got a couple of Americans here leading the attack, and no doubt Alex Morgan, who got the silver boot, 6 goals and 3 assists on the tournament. We know Morgan, a prolific striker, 5 goals against Thailand, which tied the Women's World Cup record. Just an icon, and not just the goals for Morgan, though, this tournament, but the clock management late in the games, holding off defenders, and she's just truly one of the best number 9s in the world. And finally, the star among stars of this tournament, the legend Megan Rapinoe. This was her tournament. I mean, the 2019 Women's World Cup was the tournament of Megan Rapinoe. She won the Golden Ball, the Golden Boot, obviously winning the World Cup. And at 34 years of age, she's just a master of the game. So many clutch moments when the team needed her. Game-winning goals in 3 of the 4 knockout stage games for the Stars and Stripes. She's just different. You know, all the noise about the arrogance and the American celebrations and the White House stuff, it doesn't faze her at all. I believe Megan Rapinoe is a living legend. So yeah, let me know what you think about my World Cup Best 11. Certainly, I enjoyed watching this 8th edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup. I thought it was awesome. Broke a lot of records. We were sad to see some stars of the game go, like Christine Sinclair, Marta, Carly Lloyd, probably gone now in terms of World Cups, but they certainly left the game in a better place. A lot of great moments at this event. I think of the Australia-Norway round of 16 game, probably the best game, but certainly plenty of good moments. And it's always sad when it's over, but I think World Cups somehow always live up to the hype. And I just kind of put the rest of my life always on hold during World Cups. I try to just soak in as much as I can because there's so few of these opportunities. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I really did, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the Snowman Sports Media. Give me a thumbs up, and I'll be back very soon with more soccer, tennis, basketball content. Cheers.